Hello friends, how are you? Vladimir here, and this is the daily forecast, 10th of February 2015. Well, not much is going around. The week started pretty much quiet. See some range on the majors mainly since the beginning. If it's the pound, if it's the euro, if it's the Australian, if it's the New Zealandian, which tries to climb higher but still suffers on the same place. If it's the Canadian and so on. Most of them are ranging well, pretty much hard. So basically there's not too many things to try and trade right now, but still let's get prepared. New Zealand dollar, if you are long, it's good. If not, that's pretty much the level has to break in order to make the move. What could happen from here is get some kind of retrace first before continuation. I still remain bullish in my mind. I don't think the current rally is over. I do think this pair will have more to suggest. So buy pullbacks, or ideally break up and then buy pullbacks. That would be the main idea, while we remain above this very important supportive area. Australian dollar, I also remain bullish in my mind, even though it couldn't really break and hold above this resistance. Tried several times, but my view didn't change. Daily chart still suggests some kind of bullish reversal. At least if we are watching after the break of this long range, we got pretty nice tunnel going here on this place, as you can see, right? So basically I think we are still under bullish pressure for this pair. I would definitely be watching this level to hold. Okay, while we are above it, it's very important and good. Okay, that's the place. So as long as we remain above this place, I think it's still under bullish pressure. Yes, it could play on this area, but I believe after that we will face a break, and I remain bullish with my expectation, at least at this stage, as long as we do hold these levels. Now pay attention to the dollar Canadian, because dollar Canadian is interesting right now. It suggests a triangle that we've been talking about on the weekly forecast, if I remember correct. A break above it could lead for some kind of a rally. Okay, so maybe we're going for this kind of duplication back to 126.10. I am really skeptic at this stage that this pair could create new highs, at least for this stage. I think that if we will get this rally back to 126 or a bit higher, it should use us only as opportunity to go for a sell. But for the short term, a break above this place should actually lead for a possible rally, protecting the last bottom. Of course, we could expect it to make it back to 125.50 and definitely 126 zone, something like that. So that's a possible buy opportunity for dollar Canadian. If it breaks down, then I would prefer to confirm also the break of this head and shoulders, which still holds. And if it does this break, we could see the drop to 122 or lower. Pound dollar also interesting pair, because, well, ideally the pair should do something like that. If it reaches this place, I think we can try very nice buys, because I believe from there we should get to rallies. But there is a possibility that what the pair will try to do right now is nothing but just some kind of channel or range. If it does, well, then after some kind of fight or ugly move inside, I would be thinking to try a breakout out of this pattern, not before. Okay. Another pair to pay attention to is the dollar yen, because dollar yen, I think, is reaching well, important zone, and the way it looks on daily chart, it might continue to the upside. So what I'll be looking to do is actually, after a very strong rally and some kind of range after that, we need to see some convincing wave being formed. Okay, so far there are chances it will keep moving inside this place, but then start to gain the momentum, up or down. Okay, it's really, because based on weekly, chances to the down, based on daily, chances are to the up. So it's pretty 50-50, I would say. So let's see what it does from this place, what we need after such range. First of all, best to be if it continues a bit more, and then break out of one of the directions, up or down. That's the highs we have, that's the bottoms we have. Break out of them after some kind of, well, more ranging inside would lead us for the next move and the next possible direction. Another pair on the list is the Euro Pound, because Euro Pound, I think it's, well, starting to be very, very interesting. Let me explain. I still remain bearish in my mind, okay? And I want to have these sells, but the way it looks right now, I'm not quite convinced if it's if this down is over, or sorry, if this up is over, or we will get some kind of last push up closer to 0.7470 or 90 or so before a sell. This kind of divergence could make a move suddenly, or could make one more bottom and then make a move. So if it's for bottoms, then I would prefer it breaks the last low and hold. That area would be enough, because that was false break out of this area. So if it managed to go there below and hold, then I think it's a pretty good call to return to the sells. And I want to remind you, our next destination would be here, this very, very nice supportive area. That will be our final zone. And on the way we have the 0.7350, which is the bottom of the Bollinger Bands daily chart. So that's where we can aim. Alternatively, if the pair reverses to the upside, what I wanted to do then is just duplicate itself to the top for here, or a bit higher even, and after that we'll be looking to go and trying to sell and protecting the trend line, of course, that we have. That's a very, very convincing zone, at least at this stage. Now, I've been asked what's my view about this kind of pair, Euro Aussie or something like that. Really, not quite sure. I wouldn't be surprised if if it finds the bottom somewhere here and keeps rallying, but I wouldn't be surprised also if we will first of all drop lower to 144, 143 or so. So really not quite sure. One thing is that if we do break above this kind of wedge or something like that we have here, that might be an opportunity to try longs back to the middle of the wedge, something like 146.20, 146.40. That could be an opportunity. But as I said, we first of all have to get out of this place and start to gain momentum, okay? Because we can see that previous attempts actually failed. One pair I still have on my list is the pound versus the Kiwi. I do really want to trade this one. Ideal would be if it will gain the bullish hidden divergence with the daily chart. Therefore, I start to think that we might see some kind of push here, then one more drop and bottom to complete the daily hidden divergence, and from here I would want to start build my long positions. So until then, I'm pretty sure, of course it's not 100%, but I have all the confidence that it will keep moving inside, try up maybe, or try false break and then up, then make this move completed, and we'll start to fly right after that. So it's something I have on the list. Not quite sure it's going to happen really fast, but it's definitely something to work with and to pay attention to. Oil, I still remain bullish in my mind, and same idea. Okay, it's now after some dramatic serious moves, it's time to build some kind of range or so. So that's something like that would be definitely acceptable. Okay, something like, oops, sorry, something like that. Okay, would be acceptable definitely before the continuation to the upside. And if you want to enjoy these moves inside, then right now sell rallies versus last high. But I would better prefer just to wait for the pattern to gain some gain itself, gain some meat, and then after that make the break and long it. Okay, I personally prefer not to trade before things happen, just after. And that's basically all. That's the main things we have on the list. Now we can, of course, we can talk about pound yen or euro yen, something like that, but I prefer to avoid the range right now. Get something clearer for them before taking any other decision or action. So that's all for today. We might get quiet day because, as you can see, most of the pairs are trying to build some kind of patterns. So before the breaks, we're likely to see some relaxed period, maybe even today. Nothing dramatical from the news should happen today, so let's see how it goes. But anyway, that's the opportunities we have, and remember, don't force trading. Okay, the idea is not to force trading. If the setups don't form, we don't trade. Okay, don't think you have to be in a trade. It's okay if you are not, and let's wait for the best opportunities. So that's all for now. I'll see you again tomorrow, and thank you for watching. Yours, Vladimir.